Hey guys, welcome to this pick a card reading. I am going to be asking today, what does this person want to say to you, or what would they say to you if they could, or if they would be willing to actually communicate for those of you who are not in communication. If you are in communication, this is probably just going to be, more what's going on in their mind that they would say if they were able to express themselves better than they have been. So we have 6 reading options here. Each of the piles is labeled. I've got some oracle cards here, but I'm also going to be shuffling and using some tarot as well. So go ahead and take a moment to choose your reading intuitively, and then look in the description box below or at the top of the comments for the link to your timestamp so that you can go straight to your reading. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move on to reading number 1. All right, welcome for those of you who chose reading number 1. So we have the wedge card here saying someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. We also have the magic of the Kohellan Druid, which says caution, secrecy, wary. We have romantic feelings. This person is also saying, I think it's time to move on. This has just been too painful. I don't trust people easily. So I feel like what they would say to you is, I do have romantic feelings, and in fact, the Lovers card is on the bottom of the deck that I'm going to be using, the tarot card, or tarot deck. So I definitely feel like they do have romantic feelings, but they feel very wary, they feel very distrustful because they are feeling like somebody is trying to come between the two of you, and it seems like it's to the point that the situation has become too painful for them to want to endure. There also might be, either they feel like there are secrets that you have that they're not privy to, or they feel that there are secrets or things that you don't know. But either way, they feel very wary. They feel very cautious. So let's see what the tarot says in addition. Whoops. Okay, Lovers reversed. Oops. Ace of Swords reversed. 2 of Wands. Yeah, I mean, they feel like there is a strong attraction, but they definitely don't feel like this is going to result in a relationship. Or if the two of you are in a relationship, they might feel like it's over, basically, that it's basically already over. This person is definitely in a lot of pain about this, that they don't want it to end. I feel like they're doing a lot of introspection, a lot of inner seeking. They might also be trying to heal themselves. I feel like they might be trying to go out into nature or do anything that is very soothing and calms their nerves, because they feel very nervous about this. They're feeling a lot of anxiety, a lot of mental and emotional turmoil. They're also afraid of being alone. They don't want to be alone. They don't want to be apart from you. We have the High Priestess reversed, the Fool reversed, and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So these are all major arcana cards. Let me just ask why they're reversed. Okay, so we get it. Yeah, I mean, this person is definitely feeling like they need to choose a new direction. And they don't feel good about that. They don't want to be choosing a new direction away from you. But it's like they feel like there's no other option. They're just kind of at the end of their rope. You know, they feel like there's no other choice really. But at the same time, they're resisting taking this new step. You know, they're having trouble getting in touch with their own inner guidance about how to move forward. They're definitely having difficulty seeing how to make something good come of this. It's hard for them not to just be focused on the negative, because they feel like a lot of negativity has happened here. And I don't get any sense that they're blaming you for that. I actually feel like they're blaming someone outside of this for being this wedge, that someone's, you know, coming between the two of you in some way. They definitely feel like someone is trying to control them, you know, this, and I think it's this person who's being the wedge. They feel like this person is trying to control them. And you know, they want to put a stop to it. But I feel like whoever this is that's being a wedge and is controlling, I feel like it's something that's been going on for so long that they're just really, you know, it's like, it's so, I can't think of the right word. Like, it's just been going on for so long that it's hard to change it. You know, they feel stuck. They feel very stuck. We have 4 cards. They feel very boxed in by the situation, and they don't know how to, you know, sometimes you can have a wedge or someone coming between you and you can address the situation and get beyond it. This has been so intense and so oppressive and so enduring for them. It's become such a pattern that this person has tried to control them so much that they just have a hard time figuring out how they could possibly ever change it. So let's just get one final message from them. You know, if any of you are worried that this person doesn't like you or that they are trying to hurt you, I think that they also, you know, they wish you understood, or they would want you to know that they do really care about you. They feel like they're in a tough spot in life right now. It's hard for them to see the positive. I feel like this person is probably, you know, at the very least going through a funk, and some of them might be going through an outright depression about this. But they have very fond feelings for you. So that's what they would most want you to know. Like, they do care about you. They don't want this situation to be hurting you. And they would want you to understand that it's not really coming from them. It's coming from the fact that they don't know how to get out of this situation in which they feel so controlled. So let's just get an oracle card for some spiritual guidance for you. How can the viewer deal with this situation? What's your suggestion for them to be able to move ahead in a positive way? Count your blessings. I mean, yeah, and maybe even write them down. Like, there are a lot of blessings associated with this connection with this person. And yeah, I mean, I know that that's a bit trite. You know, you hear that all the time. Focus on what you're grateful for. But that really is, you know, that's what Spirit is saying would be the best way for you to kind of shift the energy of this, at least for yourself. You can't shift it for the other person. You know, they're going to have to figure that out for themselves, and it looks like they're in a really difficult place, and it's going to be hard for them to figure it out. But you can focus on yourself, and you can shift it for yourself just by being grateful for the blessings that did come out of this. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next reading. All right, people who chose reading number 2, welcome to your reading. We have the Vine. It says, seek out information that will help you. Vulnerability, open your heart, allow yourself to be tender, release your ex. The message cards are, I'm nervous about having sex with you. I'm afraid you won't be satisfied. And then, could we parent together effectively? I think about these big picture questions. So, this person is definitely, if they would or could tell this to you, they would say that they are definitely looking to have a future with the two of you. But they have a lot of questions that come up in their mind, and so they do get nervous about certain things. They want to make sure that you're happy with them. This person feels very vulnerable in this situation, and I think that's difficult for them. I think that they're willing to feel vulnerable, though, even though it's difficult, it doesn't feel comfortable because they do feel like you're worth it. But they also worry. They worry a lot about, am I going to be good enough for you? Are you going to be satisfied with me? Not just about sex, but I think just in life in general. Even with the parenting, I'm getting the feeling it's like, are you going to see me as a good parent? It's just, yeah, they have a lot of, they're very worried about you judging them as not being good enough. I think this person has had a lot of situations with this release your ex card, a lot of situations in the past in which maybe they've been belittled or put down, or they've had, partners that have just pointed out all their flaws and been really critical. And so that is part of their hang up. They carry that forward, and it makes them nervous that they'll never measure up. So let's just pull some tarot as well to see what else they would say to you. Whoops. We have a couple cards wanting to come out already. This is the Santa Muerte Tarot, in case you're interested. Okay. We have the Empress reversed, the King of Cups, and then the Queen of Cups reversed. Yeah. I mean, this person, for one thing, this person falls in love easily, and that doesn't lessen the amount of love that they have for you, but they do fall in love easily. The thing is, they fall in love with people who appear to be loving and nurturing in a certain way, but the Empress card and the Queen of Cups are both similar. They're very, mothering, nurturing. It's like very feminine energy. So they fall for people who have this strong feminine energy, and they see you as having that as well. They see you as someone who could make them feel loved, and that's really what they're seeking. Like they have a big heart, and they're very good at loving other people, but they have a pattern of attracting people who, are a little bit two-faced. They might seem to be kind of nurturing and loving, and then it turns out that they're just more like egocentric and maybe kind of like drama queen-ish, or, that kind of thing. So they probably are not saying this to you because it's embarrassing, honestly, because I feel like they're very concerned with what you think of them, and I think that they would be afraid that you would think badly of them if you knew that they were always having this situation. I do feel like they see you as probably being like a really good match for them, but because they've had all of these bad experiences in the past, they also have trouble trusting that. They're really afraid that you're going to turn out to be just as cruel. I think it is really cruelty that they've experienced. Like people mocking them, criticizing everything they do. They are afraid that you're going to turn out to be that way. Yeah, this person is very loving. We have the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Wands reversed, the Six of Cups reversed. And I do think that sometimes you have been very outspoken with them, you know, and I don't think that you are meaning anything bad by it. I think that you're just trying to express yourself honestly. But that sort of triggers them, you know, because they feel like they're just trying to be loving towards you, you know. And so again, it's just when you do that, it triggers these feelings. You know, they still are definitely interested in making it work with you, but they kind of feel like they might have to settle for just a sort of a happy connection with you and not like a completely happy connection, or they're really afraid that they're not going to make you happy. Yeah, I just continue to get that they're still trying to let go of these influences from the past that I've already discussed. And I think that they might sort of suspect that you also have some lingering issues from the past that you haven't cleared away. Yeah, they don't think that they definitely don't have closure with some ex, or maybe multiple exes. Like, there's not complete closure there. I don't think it's in the sense that they necessarily want to be with an ex again, but they haven't forgiven, and they definitely haven't moved on in the sense of, you know, the way that this person hurt them, it still affects them. They haven't been able to heal from that, basically. And they might also feel, like I said, that you haven't moved on from something, but I don't think that's for all of you. For others, they might view you as someone who is very fortunate and is always willing to move ahead in positive ways. And I think that if they view you that way, that also is kind of like making them feel a little bit critical of themselves. Like, well, why can't I just move past this? And, you know, so let's see what else they would have to say. Yeah. I mean, I think that they want to continue to get to know you and form a stronger bond because they feel like there's a lot of potential here. But they do also have doubts that it's really going to get to where they want it to get. You know, they want the world with you, but they do have doubts, like I said, about their ability to get there. So let's see what your spiritual guidance is about this connection. The miracle of forgiveness. I think that you might have to forgive this person. They're, you know, maybe they're behaving in certain ways. And I think if you can have just more understanding about, and like I said, they're not telling you all of this, so you can't have all of this understanding because they're not willing to express it to you. But, you know, the reading is trying to make you aware of it, that they have all of these hang-ups, and, you know, they've been very beaten down in past relationships. And, you know, if they're coming across in a certain way that sometimes you don't like, I think that Spirit is saying, if you want this to work with this person, it's just about, you know, not don't let them get away with being, you know, mean to you or whatever, but if you have some criticisms about them, it has to do with the way they've been treated in the past. And so the more you can be understanding and forgiving about that, the more likely it is that this will work. So that is what I'm getting for those of you who chose number 2. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Hey guys who chose reading number 3, what we have for you so far is the Dagger card, fear, worries, and tense situations. We have beauty, give your relationship a chance. The first message card says, I am very practical about love. It feels safer. And then you widen my perspective of the world. So they do have some fears and worries. There might have been something tense that happened between the two of you. They definitely want to give this a chance. They definitely want it to work out. They see you as very beautiful. They're very attracted to you. And it's not just outer beauty, it's also inner beauty. And if there has been a tense situation, you know, I feel like they want to be apologetic. It's almost like they think it's cute. It's almost like, you know, you hear that phrase like, you're so beautiful when you're angry, or whatever that phrase is. Like, I feel like that's kind of how they feel, or like, oh, you know, that's so cute, the way that you got mad. Like, it's almost endearing to them. They do take it seriously. They definitely care about your feelings, but yeah, it's like they definitely want to smooth over any conflict that does exist between the two of you. And they just think that you're very cute. You know, like your personality is cute. And like I said, when you do get upset at them, they think that that is kind of cute as well. And you widen their perspective. Like, they love the way that your mind, you have a beautiful mind as well. So you're beautiful to them in every way that a person can be. Let's see what else. The Empress, yeah. They think that you are gorgeous. How are these reversed? And so we have the Ace of Cups reversed and the King of Cups reversed. Okay, it took me a second to kind of figure out what the message was. I had to pause the video. You know, they do really love you and want to give your relationship a chance. I do feel like they kind of hold back their love a little bit sometimes, because they want this to go to the next level, but they feel worried that maybe you don't. Like, they see you as someone who, you know, you have a lot of options for one thing, and also they think that you don't necessarily want to be pinned down. Like, maybe they think that you don't want a commitment, or that you would rather just date multiple people, or they feel like you have other people interested and you're paying attention to those other people, and that worries them. So it's kind of like they're holding back their love a little bit because they're not sure the degree to which you return it. And like this card said, they're very practical about love. And so even with their emotions, they're very practical. Like, you know, they are thinking, like, if you're not really willing to go the same distance and take this to the next level the way that they want, then they just think it's practical for them not to let their emotions get too involved just yet. They do want to still see if that's possible, but they have worries that maybe you don't want that in the same way that they do. So again, these, I think, are just thoughts that they're having that they would not probably be willing to express to you openly and honestly. Let's see what else they would say. I also, honestly, I feel like some of them want to have a baby, and they're not sure if you want to have a baby. And it's because there's a baby on this Judgment card. For some of them, the next level is, you know, they want to actually have a family with you. And I think just in general, that's what they want. And they definitely have concerns that maybe, you know, maybe you just want to be kind of like free and independent. Like, maybe they think you wouldn't want to be tied down to having to raise a child, or maybe you're not ready for that yet. But it is, I think, what they want. So they have worry about that as well. I also feel like the reason they're not communicating any of this with you is because they feel like there's going to be a better chance of this working out if they don't bring it up. Like, it's sort of like they don't want to trouble the waters. They would rather just let things continue to kind of like move along at a slow pace, and they want to sort of continue to feel things out. They're hopeful that it's going to work. I have a lot of reversals here. Like they feel like something here needs to be healed. You know, if there has been a tense situation, you know, they do think that you're eventually going to come around and want to maybe build something significant with them. But they're being very practical about it. So many reversals. We have the Magician, the Five of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands reversed. Yeah. They're definitely, I feel like they don't, you know, they're trying to figure out what the best path forward is. They're like, maybe if we actually talk about the tension that here, or the, you know, difference of viewpoints, or maybe if I really bring up these issues, maybe that would be more successful. And then at other times they think just keeping quiet would be more successful. I think in the meantime they're just not bringing these issues up, but at the same time they doubt whether or not that is the best choice. They don't really know what the best choice is here. So let's get one final message from them, and then we'll get a spiritual guidance card for you. And the message I'm getting here, we have the High Priestess, Three of Swords, and Page of Swords reversed, which I think is saying, like, intuitively, you already kind of know why they're not communicating all of this to you, because I feel like they're afraid to find out something that would be hurtful. Like, if they asked you, do you want, you know, to have babies, or whatever it is that they're wanting that they think that you don't want, they feel like the answer is going to be no, and it's like they don't want to hear the answer that's hurtful, because it would be hurtful to them to feel like you don't want this next level with them, whatever that is. For some, it's going to be having a baby. It's not going to be that for everybody. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. That's what's going in their mind, the things that they would communicate if they felt like that would definitely move things forward. But they're not communicating it. So let's see what else here. Focus your mind. Thank you, angels, for helping me to focus on my priority. I'm actually just going to read from the book on this one. Your angels can see that there's so much on your mind right now that at times you find it difficult to focus on what's important. Right now your mind is all over the place, and maybe even thinking about the worst possible outcome of a situation. You are being encouraged to think about what you do want, so that your intentions are set on the highest outcome. And I do think that's important, because, you know, this person wants something very specific, and they're not sure that you want the same thing as they do. And if you don't, you need to be honest with yourself about that, and you also need to be honest with them about that. So it could be both of you are kind of holding back from really communicating exactly what you want with each other. The angels can see that there's too much going on in your mind, and it's taking you away from your priorities. They want to come in and help you focus so that you can be at your best at this time. Take a moment to let go of any challenging and negative thoughts, because they aren't serving you. It's time to refocus in a loving and positive way. Let the angels help. All right, so guys, I hope you enjoyed that reading. I hope that it was helpful. Hope it gave you a better perspective on what's going on in your life. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. All right, people who chose reading number 4, we've got the Axe card, forces working against you, Sanctuary, make the effort. I'm not ready for this, but that doesn't mean I don't want it. I want to be the one in control here. So what this person would say to you is, I think they are kind of wanting to be alone right now. They definitely aren't making the effort, and it probably seems to you like they're not making the effort because they just want to cut you out of their life. But the reason, and they're probably not saying this to you, but the reason is because they're not ready. I think this person needs some more time alone to really process things. And they also like to feel in control, and it could be that there's something about the connection that makes them feel out of control. It could be that this is someone who's not comfortable with their emotions, or they just have a real fear of intimacy or something like that. But whatever it is, it makes them feel like, you know, they're not ready for a situation in which they feel vulnerable, I think, really, because being vulnerable makes them feel like they're not really in control of themselves. So let's pull some tarot as well to see more of what their message is. This is the Santa Muerte Tarot. Yeah, this person is very cut off. We have the King of Swords here. They're very cut off from their emotions. This is someone who would rather, you know, intellectualize things and really distance themselves from their emotions. They may come across sometimes as very distant or cold. And we have the Tower card and the Judgment card. Wow. Yeah, there's something about this connection which has made this person feel like there's too much change going on, like there's too much chaos. Too much is happening at once. Their whole life feels like it's breaking down right now around them. And I think that they're really just kind of trying to hold on in life, which is probably why they need this time alone, because it feels like they can't really handle anything beyond just, you know, trying to kind of hold on to their sanity a little bit. Let's see what else. So I don't know, I feel like I'm getting this message a lot, but, or it's a message I get a lot, I don't know. But, you know, they're seeing you as the Queen of Wands. We also have the Seven of Cups here. This person feels very stuck in this situation because I feel like they know that you have options. They know that you want to be with them, right? Because you're facing them, you know, you're trying to communicate with them. And here they are as the Hanged Man, not responding. You know, they're stuck in this storm. And this card, the Hanged Man, is stuck in a storm. You know, this person is going through a lot of emotional and mental turbulence. But, you know, part of what's very difficult for them is they feel like you might be a very flirty or just a very friendly person who gets a lot of attention from other people. The Queen of Wands generally indicates that. The Seven of Cups indicates that you have a lot of options. I feel like you probably see this person as your primary option. This is the person that you want most to be with. But this person is very stuck. Like I said, they're just trying to hold on for dear life right now. There's too much change happening in their life, and they just don't really have it within them. Okay, so we have Five of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Ten of Pentacles reversed. I clarified between these two, and I have the Three of Pentacles. And the reason for doing that is that the Hierophant and the Ten of Pentacles have a similar energy to me when it comes to romance readings. The Hierophant is someone who wants something very traditional, You know, they want a bond with someone that is, you know, not just happening on the material plane, but also a spiritual connection with someone. That's something that's traditional, conservative, something that's very long-term, like a marriage. The Ten of Pentacles also indicates like a long-term relationship that's very grounded, such as a marriage. This person's very confused. We have the Five of Cups, and as you can see, they have like a maze in their head. Like they're trying to figure out what's going on with the two of you. This is not something that they would be communicating to you because, you know, again, like they feel just overwhelmed right now. But I kind of feel like, you know, they want something long-term with you. But they also, this is someone who's very cautious, I feel like, with the Three of Pentacles. They want things, they want something more to happen here, but they also, they kind of want it to happen slowly. And like I said, they're very cautious. You know, they kind of feel like there's something about this situation that keeps pulling the wool out from under their feet. And so I think they feel like the best choice of action is just to really slow things down. Also, you notice on this particular deck, you know, of the Ten of Pentacles, we have a house that's overgrown with weeds to the point that the house is kind of being destroyed. There's also a treasure chest here. So I feel like this person knows that there is a lot of potential here, but I think they're also worried that if things move too quickly with the two of you, then everything is going to get ruined. You know, just like these vines have overgrown this house and destroyed it. They don't want their chance of this happy ending with you to be destroyed by things moving too quickly. So they want to take their time. You know, they'll water one little flower here and one little flower here. You know, they want a life of abundance with like all these beautiful flowers that are depicted here on the Hierophant card. You know, flowers that are adornment, that are bringing, you know, beauty. You know, that's what they want. They want a life with you of beauty and abundance. They don't want a life with you where things have been rushed and therefore ruined. However, like I said, they're overwhelmed, so this is not going to be something that they're saying to you right now. I think even communicating that to you, to them, feels like too much too soon. So we also have Eight of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Six of Swords reversed. So what else would this person say to you if they would or could? You know, like I said, they have a lot of anxiety here. They do feel like you pick up on them intuitively a lot. Let me pull a clarifier here. And the phrase, I can't live up to their expectations, is just coming to my head. I can't live up to their expectation. I kind of feel like this person is thinking you want them to change in a certain way, that there's something you want them to change about themselves in order for a partnership to work between the two of you. And they don't feel like they can meet your expectations. And they also feel like maybe you intuitively are, you know, picking up on something about them that would indicate that they're not going to measure up. Let's take one more final message and then we'll get a spiritual guidance card for you. We get the Chariot, the King of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. Okay. Yeah, this person, you know, if they could or would communicate to you, they would tell you that they do want, you know, to continue this journey with you. They want, you know, they want to take their treasure chest, you know, on this journey with you. They want to create a life with you, a solid life. But they also have some very self-destructive energies. And because they have this self-destructive urge, that's also part of what keeps them from making the effort that they need to make in order to really move forward. They do want to move forward, I think they want, you know, to live out the rest of their lives with you. That is ideally what they would want. But this person is working on some issues right here, and they are self-destructive. I think there is the danger of this person self-sabotaging when it comes to you and this connection. Okay, so let me see what your spiritual guidance message is. Balance. Thank you, angels, for bringing my life into balance. Let me just read the message from the book. This is from Kyle Gray's Angel Prayers Oracle cards. Take time out to balance your life. You're trying to be everywhere at once, and you'll be feeling out of sync because of this. Taking time for yourself is an important step, but also balance out your work schedule and home life. When you slow down and create a schedule, you'll feel as though you have more time. The angels know how busy you are and that you like to do as much as you can. They are here to guide you to balance out your life because they know how tired and drained you feel, trying to complete all of the tasks you have set for yourself. It's important for you to know what balance is and how much you can do without overexerting yourself in any way. You have the ability to balance out your home, work, family, and social life so that you can feel strong, healthy, and empowered. I also feel like part of the message is to be more balanced when it comes to this person. You know, this person is not afraid to take the time to themselves that they need, which may appear selfish to you, but I feel like your angels are telling you that you actually need to be doing that for yourself as well. You need to be focusing on those other areas of your life, you know, family, social life, work, etc. You need to be more balanced in your own life as well, and not be placing so much of your attention on this person if you have been. And if you have been having this balance, then I always see that as just a confirmation from your guides that you're on the right path and that they're very proud of you. All right, so thank you so much, guys, for watching this reading. I hope that it was helpful, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Hey, guys who chose reading number 5. So for you, we have dog, pleasure with a close friend. We have receptivity, allow yourself to receive, allow yourself to give. We have worth waiting for. I hope you find me good looking is one of their messages to you. And then you're quirky, and I like that. So this is actually the most positive of the readings that I've had so far. This feels like a really good energy. It kind of feels like, to me, either this is someone who is a friend, or maybe someone who you've just recently started dating and you haven't really gone, you know, haven't really taken it up to like a serious level yet. But there's definitely a very strong interest. This person has very sweet feelings for you, you know, and I think they definitely want to wait it out and see where it goes with you. They want to continue to invest in this. This is someone who's very generous. Maybe that's generous with gifts. Maybe it's generous emotionally. You know, they're good at you know, giving emotional support, or they give compliments or whatever it is. But you definitely enjoy being around this person, and they enjoy being around you. In terms of them not communicating this to you, I think it's just because they don't, you know, they don't want to go overboard with flattery. You know, I do think that they probably do give you compliments, but like I said, they're not going to go overboard with everything that they're thinking and feeling about you, because I think they want to kind of, you know, like I said, take it step by step. But yeah, they really are liking you a lot, and, you know, they hope that you like them as well in terms of their looks, but I think in other ways as well. They're really, they would never, this is definitely what they would never say. They would never say, do you like me as much as I like you? Because I don't think that they're willing to give that away yet, that they like you that much. Let's shuffle and pull some tarot as well to see what else they would say to you. If they could or would, if they had the guts. This deck is the Santa Muerte Tarot, by the way, which is one of my favorite decks. We have the Lovers reversed. Knight of Cups, and Ace of Wands. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that the reversal of the Lovers is a negative thing. Again, I think that they definitely have romantic feelings. Now this dog close-up card, it says pleasure with a close friend. So like I said, they might be, you know, not trying to label it as a relationship quite yet. So I think that's why you see the Knight of Cups sort of moving away from this idea of the Lovers, and the Ten of Pentacles, which are more relationship-oriented and more commitment-oriented. You know, they may not be telling you this, but, you know, they do want something romantic with you. They want they want this start with you. You know, they feel very passionate about you. They feel like there's something positive here. They're definitely feeling the romance, and they're also feeling the passion. But I think that they're not really decided yet about whether or not they want a relationship per se. But they're probably not going to come out and tell you that, you know. But, you know, the positive thing is they do definitely have these romantic feelings, and they want to see if this is where it's going to go, I think. But right now, it's just they would rather sort of focus more on light-hearted expression of romance. I think they don't want to put a label on it right now. Let's see what else they would have to say to you. Well, I don't really need to shuffle again. I don't know I'm doing that. Okay, King of Pentacles. Whoops. Six of Pentacles. Reversed. Four of Cups reversed. They might be thinking that you do want them to be, you know, like someone who's willing to be committed or put a label. And I feel like they almost feel a little bit guilty that they're not willing to do that for you yet, you know. But it's just that they're not sure. It's not that they're not ever willing to do it. It's just they're not really sure. And it's not even just about you. It's not that they're not sure that they want that with you. I think it's kind of like they're just not sure in general if they're ready for like a major level of commitment. Let's see. Yeah, they're very excited about this. They feel like there's a lot of playful energy between the two of you, but at the same time, they see you as someone who has a lot of emotional depth. And you see how, I mean, these cards are reversed, but you see how the Fool card, this guy on the Fool card is moving towards the Moon card. They're very attracted to that. They like the lighthearted, fun playfulness, but they're also extremely intrigued and attracted by your emotional depth. You're a very deep person. You're probably an old soul, and they love that about you. They love that you're not afraid to talk about deep emotional issues. I think that you make them feel very comfortable with their emotions. And I think that this is new for them. I don't think they've ever encountered someone who has that level of emotional depth, you know. They also see you as someone who's very self-aware, who's willing to look inward and really know themselves and really be honest and true to themselves. They're very interested in that about you. But they might not, like I said, they might not just come out and say it right away. Okay, I think there are two possible messages that I'm getting here. For some of you, this person has an ex or someone from the past who was very cold to them, maybe someone who broke up with them. And I feel like this person is still trying to get over that person. And for others, they might see you as a little bit cold, and they sort of fear, or it's almost like they're prepared for you turning them down. Like they're apprehensive that you might at some point turn them down or reject them. Because they do see you as very independent. They see you as someone who really shoots from the hip. You're very honest. You're not going to, you know, beat around the bush. If you're not happy about something, you'll just say it. And maybe you've done that with them. And so, you know, they feel peaceful about it, but they also feel like, well, you know, I think I can. It's sort of like they're prepared for that ending. And it may be because they've experienced that before, or just because they're sort of sensing that that's a possibility with you, that you might sort of shut them down a little bit. I also feel like this person is very emotional. They do have a lot of strong emotions. They could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, or just have strong water in their chart. But regardless, this is someone who, they are very emotional, and I feel like they sense that they could be really happy with you, like truly happy with you. But again, I think that they are hiding that a little bit. You know, being a little bit too in their emotions, or too much of a nice guy. This is what I'm getting. And, you know, if it's a nice girl, you know, that's fine. But the phrase nice guy, you know, comes to mind. Like, if this person might be a nice guy, and maybe they've been taken advantage of by that before, or they feel like, you know, people don't want to be with the nice guy. They want to be with the bad guy, which is more like the King of Swords. So, you know, if this person is engaging a little bit sometimes in bad guy behavior, I think it's just because they might feel like, you know, they might feel like a potential love partner would be more interested in the bad guy. Do you know what I mean? And if this is a woman, just switch the genders. But, I mean, most of my viewers are watching these for men. Okay, so we'll take this one final message, and then we'll get your spiritual guidance card. So we have the Page of Cups, the Three of Swords, and then the Seven of Swords. This person views you as someone who has a lot of self-love and a lot of self-respect. And it kind of makes them do a lot of reflection and be very introspective about their own self. They're like, wow, I don't think that I love myself and respect myself as much as you, the viewer, do. And they definitely see that about you. And I think that makes them a little bit cautious about you as well, because they know, like I said, they know that if you decide that they are not what you want, you know, you love yourself enough to move on, you know. And like, I see that in this receptivity card as well. Like, this is someone who really knows her worth. She's like, yeah, you want to give me a gift? Sure, I'll take that gift. I deserve that. I deserve to be treated well. They know that you feel that way about yourself, that you deserve to be treated well. So this person is a little bit afraid that that's going to cause them to get hurt, because they're afraid that maybe you'll see them as not treating you well. So it's like they have like these mixed feelings about it. They think maybe they would, you know, have more power in the situation if they tried to be the bad guy. But they also are a little bit afraid that being the bad guy might actually backfire, because you do have this strong sense of self-worth, which I think they also really admire. And I think they would like to adopt that kind of self-love more for themselves as well. Oops. Let's get your spiritual guidance card. Study and learning. Thank you, angels, for allowing me to see that every day is a learning day. This is from Kyle Gray's Angel Prayers Oracle Cards deck. Let me read what the book says here for study and learning. if you've been considering committing yourself to a new course of study or other form of learning process, your angels are encouraging you to do so. It will allow you to understand more about the strengths and talents you have and help you to create a well-balanced life. You're a natural learner, and by studying something that you are attracted to, you will be able to channel your energy into it and surpass your expectations. Remember to call on the angels to guide you while you are learning. They will help you access your God-given intelligence. Your angels are here to say that you are a lifelong learner. For thousands of years, your soul has traveled this universe learning what life is all about. What did I say? You guys are old souls, for sure. Your angels are now asking you to see the learning experience in the challenges that you are facing in your life. Ask yourself, what is this teaching me? As you meditate on this question, be aware of any thoughts or flashes of intuition that are brought to you. They are your soul teaching you what you need to know. Every day is another opportunity to learn. Ask that question to yourself even right now. The situation with this person who you're watching this video for, what is this situation teaching you? What's the first phrase that comes to mind? Take that phrase seriously and be willing to explore the question more further as well to see what other answers you can uncover, because your guides are telling you there are a lot of insights to be had here. This person is being brought into your life so that you can learn, and these are very positive, uplifting messages. A lot of time we talk about spiritual lessons and it kind of has like a heavy tone to it, like, oh, I have to learn this spiritual lesson. But these are happy lessons. These are very happy lessons. So yeah, good luck with this. I feel like good things are going to come here, whether or not you all end up together long term or whatever. I definitely feel like this is a positive vibe here. I feel like at the very least you all are going to continue to be good friends. So yeah, good luck guys, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is the reading for people who chose number 6. We have Broom. It says new home, new attitude. And interesting, we have the crane bag, which says sacred ocean medicine, clutter, declutter, and choice. We have flirt. We have I can see us going the distance. And we also have this card, which was mixed in with my message deck, apparently. And it's a repeating number card. So you might be seeing repeating 8s, 888, 88, etc. in relation to this person. That might become a sign for you regarding this person. But it says, invest in your own long-term potential. Invest with time, money, effort, thought, emotion, prayer, and be willing to accept help from others. I feel like this person is very invested in this connection with you. They definitely are feeling a very flirty vibe with you. They really like you. They love being in your presence. And this person is, or if they're, if there's separation and they're not in your presence, they're thinking about the idea that they would like to spend time with you and be flirty with you. I think also they would not tell you this, but this person might be cleaning up their home or redecorating or moving to a new home. They're doing something around the house right now, decluttering, making their house better, because they're trying to make space for you. It's almost like they're trying to manifest you into their life by by cleaning up their own environment. They see those things as being connected. So that's interesting. And I feel like this says choice as well. This person is choosing you. I feel like it says sacred ocean medicine. You are sacred. You're golden to this person. We also have dolphins in the background. Dolphins have a very playful, joyous energy. That's what this person wants to have with you. They may not be saying that to you. Well, apparently they're not saying that to you. But yeah, they want to flirt and spend time with you. Or if they already are doing that, they love it. And they are willing to make changes in their life. For a lot of them, it's going to be about cleaning up their home. But for other people, it might just be cleaning up their life in some way. Sweeping out what's not necessary and improving their life. So let's get a few messages from the tarot as well. This is the Santa Muerte tarot. I'm going to shuffle a few times. This is definitely one of my favorite decks. what they have to say. We have Justice, the Magician reversed. Okay. Yeah, you're definitely their choice. Like, you're the person that they would most choose out of anybody. If they had all the options in the world, you are the person that they would choose. They are trying to manifest you into their life, but I think that they might not be telling you this. They're probably not even telling you that you're their number one choice. But they're trying to manifest you, but they're feeling like right now they're not being very successful at that. So they are spending some time reflecting. And I think in that time that they're spending reflecting, they're also focusing again on like cleaning up their life in some way to try to prepare their life more for you. Five of Pentacles reversed, Judgment, the Cups. Five of Cups. This person may either be struggling with finances or they're just getting over some sort of financial struggle and they're finally sort of seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, but it worries them. Like, having enough money or not having enough money is definitely something that's on their mind a lot because they feel like they need to be like a King of Pentacles, which is, the last card in the suit of Pentacles. This is someone who is very materially abundant. This person is going to have a good nest egg tucked away, a healthy savings account. This is who they think that they need to be, but they have been struggling financially. There's been some sort of financial setback recently in their life. I do think that they're getting over that hurdle right now, but they may not be feeling like they want to talk to you about their finances. Let's see what else. We have the Two of Swords reversed, the Empress, and then the Knight of Cups. I feel like this person is very coy, like they might pretend to kind of be turning their back on you. But you see how this guy's looking over his shoulder? This person is still thinking about you and they're having very romantic thoughts and they do want it to work out with you. They want it to work out for sure. Like, we had that card, they can see this going the distance, but I think they see you as maybe not having chosen them in quite the same way that they've chosen you. And so they're trying to be a little bit coy. That's what I'm getting. So those are all of the things that they are not telling you. Let's see. Let's get a spiritual guidance oracle card real quick for you. Loved one in heaven. Well, this message is easy. I don't think I even need to consult the book for this. I mean, you have a loved one in heaven who's definitely aware of the situation that's going on, and they're blessing it. So that loved one wants to make their presence known to you. They want you to know how much they love and care for you, and that they're really rooting for a positive outcome in this situation. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed that. And have a great day. Bye-bye.